What is it? The Toyota Yaris GRMN reminds you of that old chestnut of a gag about asking for directions in some faraway place, only to be told, if that were where I was heading, I certainly wouldn't have started from here. Among the current crop of turbocharged hot super minis, it feels every inch the misfit that you might imagine a warmed-up Yaris would make. It is also, however, one of the more involving, simple and likable hot hatches we've driven of late, not to mention a car that, while a long way from perfect, ought to be embraced by any keen driver for plenty of reasons. Chief among those reasons is the fact that it represents an important beginning. It's the first European-style hot hatch done with any real commitment by Toyota for an awfully long time, arguably, that it has yet attempted, not to mention the first GRMN branded performance special ever to be built, developed, or sold on European shores. That acronym, which trips about as lightly off the tongue as an armor-plated cough suite that's been glued in place, stands for Gazoo Racing Meisters of Nürburgring, and it's the branding that all of Toyota's most performance-focused models will share. The Gazoo Racing part is the important bit. Toyota founded what has become its de facto factory motorsport and tuning arm last year when it returned to the World Rally Championship and will offer performance-tuned models under that banner at several discreetly positioned levels, with the GRMN ones at the top of that hierarchy. This Yaris might strike you as an odd car for Gazoo Racing to have chosen to get this particular ball rolling though, since it's a limited series offering of which only 80 examples will make it to the UK, only 400 will be sold in the whole of Europe, so it'll be a particularly rare sight on British roads. In tandem with that kind of rarity, you'd expect an ambitious price, and in this case, it's £26,295. Ouch. However, Toyota sources suggest that full-fat GRMN models will continue to be limited series productions, priced above what you might consider to be their closest rivals. Toyota, for the record, doesn't think the Yaris GRMN has a natural rival, though it also concedes that there are quicker and more powerful hot super minis you could buy. Which sound like rivals to us. What's it like? The performance makeover the Yaris has been through in order to make it to GRMN status is an impressive one, though not as thorough as the company might lead you to believe. Having braced the hatchback's body in white in key places, Gazoo Racing has fitted shorter suspension springs, up 60% on spring rate compared with those of the standard Yaris, and some rather special Sachs performance dampers, as well as a fatter anti-roll bar up front. Forged 17IN alloy wheels from BBS save 2 kg per corner on standard Yaris specification, are wrapped with 205 section Bridgestone Potenza RE050E performance tires and are equipped with the round-uprated disc brakes and 4-pot front calipers. The steering rack has been quickened, too. But there are no widened axle tracks here and no lightweight suspension arms or dedicated knuckles of the sort we're beginning to see on hot hatches at this level, which allow car makers to adjust ride height and suspension roll center position more freely and independently of each other. The Yaris GRMN's rear suspension, like that of the regular car, is by torsion beam. The engine ought to be a strong selling point, a supercharged 1.8-liter petrol 4-pot built by Toyota in the UK but tuned by Lotus to a similar specification as the ones that power the Elise. Producing 209 bhp, just shy of 7,000 rpm and 184 pounds-foot of torque, it makes a refreshing change from the smaller capacity turbos that power most cars within this class. And, fitted with a center exit exhaust designed especially for the car, it sounds great when it's working hard, waspish, brassy, and slightly rough-edged. It's as if this Gazoo had a giant kazoo, and blew it for you just as you wanted it to, and if you don't like it, boo to you too.